dear friends, and welcome to l'école à domicile, an opportunity offered to learners to keep on learning in these very particular circumstances. I'm Mr. Bakwitela, teacher of English in the fourth form. Today, we are going to learn how to conjugate the simple present of the auxiliary to have. Indeed, everybody uses it every day. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to conjugate the simple present of the auxiliary verb to have in the present tense. Answers to the questions. Yes, I have. I have an interesting English book. No, he has not. He's got a bike instead. Yes, they have. They've got them. Activity 1. Let's underline or find the verbs in these sentences. Let's underline have, the, as, or s. What is the infinitive of this verb? The infinitive of this verb is to have. In what tense is that verb conjugated? That verb is conjugated in the simple present, into affirmative form. What do we say? I, you, we, they have, or I've, you've, or we've, in the contracted form. He, she, has, or is, or she's, for the third person singular, he, she, and it. In the negative form, what do we add, or what do we complete after the verb? We complete not after the verb. Example, I have not, or I haven't, for the contraction. He has not, or hasn't, for the contracted form. They have not, or they haven't, for the contracted form. In the interrogative form, we begin by the auxiliary have plus the subject and then a question mark at the end of the sentence. Examples: have we got an English book? Has he a nice car? Have they got new bags? Here is an exercise. Exercise 1. Let's conjugate the verb in brackets or in parentheses in the simple present. Sentence number 1, Robert, to have, in brackets, got a beautiful photo of Mandela. 2, I, to have a television screen in my bedroom. 3, Dave and Vanessa not to have got a swimming pool in the yard. 4, alcohol not to have very devastating effects in the body. Number 5, how many books the boys to have got? My dog not to have got some air anymore. Number 7, Walter to have got a computer. Here is the corrected exercise. Sentence number 1, Robert has got a beautiful photo of Mandela. Number 2, I have a television screen in my bedroom. 3, Dave and Vanessa have not got a swimming pool in the yard. 4, hasn't alcohol very devastating effect in the body? Number 5, how many books have the boys got? Number 6, my dog hasn't got some air anymore. Number 7, has Walter got a computer? When we conjugate the auxiliary verb to have in the simple present or in the present tense, negative form, we add not after the auxiliary verb conjugated. In the interrogative form, we invert the verb with a subject, and then we put a question mark at the end of a sentence. Dear friend, we are at the end of our today's lesson on the present tense of the auxiliary to have. I'm sure that you have understood the lesson and you will use it correctly in any situation. Thank you very much and see you soon. Goodbye.